Hello internets, TheRoschi, and I'm back with some more Genshin Impact gameplay. And today, I'm wandering around Liyue doing some stuff, continuing the Archon quest. There's quite a few characters to meet, I have some thoughts I want to share, but without further ado, let's just get right into it. Enjoy. I'm going in, Vlad. Yeah, me too, buddy. Ooh. Master Chi, Andre, and you, Ekaterina.
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui.
Yeah, I don't think so. I have no intention of joining the Fatui.
You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost.
Is that what's up? Is Child trying to recruit me for the Fatui?
But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
Uh-huh.
What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate, and the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Okay.
Oh, Paimon knows this one. There are two styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries, but neither has emerged as the clear winner.
Mm-hmm.
The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Lioli Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face to face with the Shinue Kiosk, which is the flagship restaurant of the Yue style.
Trust you to only know these sorts of things. You're like this every time we talk about food. Yeah.
Don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
Point proven. Farewell, archaic lord.
Master Child awaits you at the Lioli Pavilion. If you please, do not keep him waiting.
I just wanted to see if you had any other information for me. Can I go up the stairs? Oh, I can. What do we got up here? We got treasure. Oh! I just robbed the bank. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta leave. You guys saw nothing. I'm outie. Nope. Was never there. Never walked back in. You saw me leave one time and one time only, and I never turned around. That did not happen. Don't say anything. Don't, none of you? No.
Aha, you made it.
Aha, I did.
As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liyue Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon's vessel.
Okay.
So, where is he? In Lioli Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you.
Okay.
I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liyue custom.
All right. We're in the fancy place. Oh, a little cutscene.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room
Oh!
booked.
Zhongli.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhongli, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui.
Associate of the Fatui?
Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Oh. He has a great voice, by the way.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Indeed. It is as you have guessed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer?
No.
The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly.
Ostensibly.
Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhongli because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhongli has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst.
It's true, the Adepti are staying away from Liyue.
As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning.
Yeah, I remember that being kind of like a theme going on there. That's been said a few times.
In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is sacrilege.
Well, they do have a deicide to deal with.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you.
I'm sure he has.
Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo Archon's last rites?
I almost want to say Child says too much. I accept your invitation.
A wise decision. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the seven.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again.
Looks like there's no other choice.
If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
All right, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks and get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime.
So it was at this moment when I realized that the Qixing and Zhongli were not really in the know of each other, or at least not in the way I originally suspected. I thought that the Qixing knew that Zhongli was Rex Lapis and there was some bigger plan going on. That turned out to be not the case, and instead also learned that Zhongli and the funeral parlor have some association with the Fatui. So at this point in time, I am very surprised and not exactly knowing where this story is going to take me. Well, in some ways. In other ways, sure, but in that regard, everything ended up on its head, which I enjoy. Child.
My chopsticks truly are difficult to use.
Yeah, well, you do have to pick them up first. You'll get the hang of it, buddy. It's not that bad. Chopsticks are actually the superior way to eat food. They're the best utensil, period. I miss using chopsticks.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue?
I spent a lot of time in Mondstadt in general, running around, and I think the Knights of Favonius are kind of ridiculous, but I don't consider that like the atmosphere. I really do like the feeling of Liyue, walking into it, but I also haven't been here that long. I prefer the atmosphere in Mondstadt, just because I don't know much about Liyue yet. I haven't been here long enough.
I see. So you're that sort of person. It's not a bad thing. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3,700 years of divinity.
It's very true. I mean, yes, absolutely. I'm glad he understands.
Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here.
They did open a bank, and you are associated with them.
Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral parlor's connections.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure.
Okay.
These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow.
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prized Noctilucous Jade worthy of a deity.
Okay. So, okay. He's only associated with them in the way where they'll do things for each other to kind of like help each other out. It's nothing big, but it's for like financial purposes. I understand that mentality. It very much is like being associated to a mob, though. It's like you're not directly, involved, but you still deal with them enough to like, there's advantages and some risks, but maybe less risks in this case because this is Zhongli, by the way. Shito.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day.
Oh, we're gambling?
It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for... what was it again?
Jade.
Noctilucous Jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucous Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal.
Thank you.
What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
A man who makes his living off betting on stones can't be trusted so lightly. What do you think, Mr. Zhongli?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well.
Figured he'd be able to tell.
If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Okay.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh,
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
oh man.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the Mora if we buy them all?
It would be 2 times the Mora.
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
I mean, true?
What?
Maybe?
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
Yes.
What?
He sounds like he's loaded.
So loaded that he doesn't even bother hunting for a bargain.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations.
Murdering people.
Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous Jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous Jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control was poor.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated.
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous Jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing. It is the moon. Noctilucous Jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro-affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality.
I didn't realize you were such an expert.
I have imparted the priceless secrets of the Jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Priceless, huh? Paimon's just said that we might never be able to use it again. We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
You know, that's, that makes sense. That he would know about his rocks and gems. It's pretty cool.
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell?
Can we get some samples?
That would... well... fine. As you wish, then. How about this? I can take a small sample of all 3. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
These samples...
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
It's impressive handiwork.
Oh, you flatter me, but I have to be gentle with these rocks. They are my pride and joy. If I'd taken off even a bit more, it would have killed me.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
I don't know.
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these thin slices will serve.
All
What
right.
sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
This guy's sweating right now.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Ying'er must be based upon fairness.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out.
I remember this spot in the Dwapa. How about the kitchen in Shengling's place? I'm gonna say this one because it's closer. You got fire, you got water, it's a kitchen, you know, it's right there.
You mean at Wanmin Restaurant? As long as we do it when she's not in.
Why? It don't matter, it's
That
fine.
would not do.
Oh,
It is a place where people come and go.
sure.
They would be endangered if the elemental reaction were to get out of control.
I guess.
Cannot take such a risk.
I guess that's smart.
Oh, Paimon remembers we once saw this big pot down at the Dada Upa Gorge in the camp of the Hilly Churls from the Meaty tribe. It's real sturdy and should be able to take the elemental reactions. Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move.
All right. We're gonna go to the gorge. So far away. There it is. We're going. Oh, there's a chest over here. How distracted I am.
I'll keep this close.
Another chest. Wow.
Is this an answer from this world?
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Ying'er.
Venti?
It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
Sumeru mentioned. So this is what I really like that this game does. I like that they treat it as a world and not just region by region. Like, yes, we are mostly focusing on Liyue stuff, right? But they still talk about Sumeru. They still talk about Mondstadt and people from these places. And Snezhnaya, for example. You know, like all these different things. And it just makes the world feel lived in, that time has moved, things are going, and that might sound like a no-brainer, and like, of course it's gonna be like that, but you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people that don't really know what world building is, and this is a great example, even just through passive conversation, of good world building. It makes me invested. So yeah. Hello everybody.
That's the pot. It looks like the Hilly Trolls are still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we gotta cut the line.
All right.
There's still soup in here. These Hilly Trolls sure have big appetites.
Well, it's our lab now.
This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin our experiment.
We're gonna boil the Jade.
We're ready to go. Paimon will help remember which one of the three is which. Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need.
Okay.
Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is. So, pay close attention.
Oh God, but I'm all sorts of dazed and confused right now. Use pyro to heat the pot.
Boba, get them!
There we go. Look at that go. Oh, it needs more. All right, well, we can do that.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Whoa, that light came from the
Oh,
first
there's-
note to look
God.
at Jade. Care of them and continue again after.
All right.
Boba, get them!
hilichurls, okay.
More hilichurls? They don't give up, do they?
No, they don't.
Looks like they're mad to ruin their food.
There we go. Almost there.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Okay, so that one's glowing the most.
Oh, that's bright! Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one.
Okay.
Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
Did she say the third one was the shiniest? I don't know. I was distracted by hilichurls. If Paimon forgets, I'm gonna be peeved, because it was like her only job.
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
Paimon, why don't you say something? Paimon. What's the third one?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's the one Paimon remembers too.
Jeez.
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. Whatever do you need this much top-quality Noctilucous Jade for?
None of your business.
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. This means that Rex Lapis really is... Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always been under his protection. It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas, alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to be used to say farewell to Rex Lapis, then I shall sell this to you at half the price.
Aw. That's nice.
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
In the safe hands of the Liu Chising and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that Liyue will continue to prosper as it always has done.
So let's not get ourselves down just yet.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away all my fortune at this rate.
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucous Jade back.
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that too. Let me see. As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Any what?
Mora, my apologies. Another oversight on my part.
What a strange take on the value of money.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, wait. Didn't Child give us some advanced funds earlier?
Yeah, which is what we were supposed to use this for, I thought.
That's a relief. Have a look, boss. Is it enough?
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite enough.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace. That's where we plan to hold the rite.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single Mora.
Guess we need to find Child for more funding.
It seems that we must. I will keep that in mind. Thanks, both of you.
That's, it's pretty funny. You know, Zhongli knowing all about money and economics, precious gems, all that stuff. Liyue tradition, you know, all that jazz. And then not carry any Mora on him. At all.
I'll keep this
That's
case.
something. I wonder if it is because he's truly forgetful in that way, or if he is actually like kind of a cheapskate, you know? I don't know him well enough yet to make such an assumption. I'm just saying. Either way, it's pretty funny. That's a lot of jade. Oh my god.
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Oh my god. Fingers crossed Child will reimburse us.
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
It'd be really funny if you actually just lose a crap ton of money by doing quests with Zhongli, because he just doesn't pay for anything. Like, it doesn't seem that hard to find Mora, but there'd be something crazy about it if part of the game was just like, nope, you just lose like 10,000 of it all of a sudden because you had to pay for everything for this guy.
Yes, I have already rented this location and have begun making preparations for the rite.
So we're just using the scene of the crime to... The rite of dissension took place here too.
That's right. The Liyue Qixing have acquiesced to using the same location.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get caught by the Millilith. Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Millilith soldiers have come chasing after us. Wonder what that's about.
We did kill a bunch.
Also, the, Rex Lapis vessel.
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So, was this Exuvia hidden away by the Qixing? I mean, we haven't even figured out who the murderer is.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here.
See, it still feels very odd.
These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help would probably only add to their troubles. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Tevat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
Wow!
Damn it, Paimon.
Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morax. But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available.
The Qixing provide the location and Child the funds. They must have some ulterior motive.
Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in a while is not unacceptable. In Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside their remit.
Interesting take.
Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes? Where'll we get those? Do we buy them?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. The quality of the silk flowers we require is also special.
I've collected some.
Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, however, is most elegant, and is especially suited for solemn events, like giving offerings to gods and adepti.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society again.
We shall not speak of the details right now. Follow me. We shall go to the merchants to purchase our ingredients.
Oh, it is this guy.
Hey, boss.
My mistake.
Do you sell silk flowers here?
Silk flowers? We certainly do. Which kind would you like?
Which kind? The good kind? The best kind? Remind Paimon what kinds there are again.
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always coming in here with your stupid questions.
Damn.
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each to start with, if you don't mind.
My goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute.
I don't like you. Well, I guess I had it coming. This is what I get for calling Paimon emergency food. Never have, because I don't like the joke. Wait, you don't even recognize me?
I'm sorry? Ah, yes. We've met before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Sorry, traveler. I shouldn't have spoken to you in that tone.
Yeah.
Now then, please peruse at your leisure. Do let me know if you have any further thoughts.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, these are fine specimens, excellently preserved. Just look at the abundant foliage here, and these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is an evergreen, and mostly grows under complex hydrological conditions. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, it is distinguished by the profusion of petals and densely packed stamens, though its powerful scent gives it away just as easily.
I feel like you and Tainari would have a good conversation.
Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal, and when in season, it has a subtle yet enduring scent. It was first discovered by the ancients when they scaled the mountains in search of the Adepti. Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history. Most are not grown by horticulturalists.
Wow! A true connoisseur. Most of that was news even to me.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every corner of the world.
I'm still an ignoramus on horticulture.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So, which silk flower did you want anyway?
The pretty one.
I'll take them all, boss.
Okay.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. The same logic applies when purchasing a pet bird. But this silk flower purchase is not an analogous case. The same logic does not apply. Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to a statue of the Seven. Rex Lapis will then make his own choice between the scents.
I don't know about you, but whenever I go watch an opera, I buy all the seats in the house so I can just have the opera to myself. This is not true.
Like several other tedious and complicated traditions, this one has become simplified over time. But this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the Seven in 3,700 years. As such, I do think we should honor tradition down to the last detail in this case. Now that's settled, a question. Do you have any Mora on you?
What's it to you?
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
I see a pattern emerging here.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of Geo himself?
Are you about to give us a discount?
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? I heard the awful news about what happened at this year's Rite of Dissension.
Mm-hmm.
It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. I'm worried that everything I've heard is true. Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of charge.
Oh.
Just don't forget to pass on my regards.
All right.
Are you serious?
Very kind.
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if not for Rex Lapis. If he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares, they'd only be worth a fraction of what I can sell them for today.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support of local businesses.
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say that your generosity has saved our skins.
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money!
Please, it's the least I could do.
So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have personal experience in the art of decoction.
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk, especially women.
That's sexist.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling ladies to talk to? Paimon likes this job.
That just means they like to wear perfume. That doesn't know that they know how to decoct it.
I will wait for you near the Statue of the Seven.
Okay.
Meet me there when the perfume is ready.
All right, now I have to go
Maybe
smell
we could find
women.
some good candidates at the
God.
Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan. She's master of the Liyue branch, right?
I'm not one to go around and smell women. But this game is making me. So try not to judge too hard. I don't normally go around and smell the women. Not without being invited first. Man, where are all the women? Lady! You're Lan? Oh, you're Lan.
Lan, we need to ask you for a favor.
Yes.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventurer.
No, we need to know about your smell.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
You smell great.
Wow. Just wow. I'm just going to assume that you're either joking or being sarcastic.
This is why we're a bunch of degens.
To be fair, I put a lot of effort into my appearance for someone who spends all their time in the great outdoors. But I smell great? Don't be ridiculous.
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lan. What's your secret if not perfume?
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. What is that scent?
I don't think a lot of people know what their own smell is, like your natural scent. And I'm not talking about BO. That's just unfortunate. I don't know what I'm going on with that.
Oh, it must be from the Qingxin flowers I picked on the way back. Forgot I still had them with me.
I need those flowers for leveling up Ganyu. Don't make me give up my Qingxin flowers. Don't do it. Don't do it. I've been trying so hard to collect them.
Lan's got a soft spot for wildflowers.
But this also confirms that Ganyu smells good. If the flowers smell good. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Doesn't she eat them? Anyway.
No. They were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Qiming.
Qiming? Got it.
Fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty good.
Okay, Paimon.
Thanks, Lan. See you around.
So Paimon smells people. Thanks, Lan. Sorry for being weird. I just thought that was a good way to break the ice for some reason. Let's get the view thingy. Wow. Hey, you. Let's talk about smells.
Hello. How may I help?
You have a very nice voice.
We've come to ask you a question.
You smell great. I'm making Ether look really weird.
Sorry, you caught me off guard. Most people aren't so direct.
I'm not most people.
I think we need more time to get to know each other.
Oh, shit.
We just wanted to know what perfume you normally use.
I mean, would, but I mean, I don't mean to be like that.
Well, I don't actually use any.
Oh, you're just great. Oh, cool.
That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this confusion.
Ah.
Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for the source.
Oh.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Ying'er's homemade perfume?
Didn't I pass that woman before? And she, like, spooked me with how sultry her voice was?
Ying'er? Oh, as in scent of spring, Ying'er?
We, like, walked by there.
Yes, that's
I think.
her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them. Apparently, her homemade product is better than anything you'll find on the market.
Okay.
Great! This is just the intel we need. Finally, we're getting somewhere.
Nice talking with you, Chi-Ming. You're lovely. I'm gonna go find Ying'er now. Oh yeah, it was her. This is Ying'er. Her voice, kind of shocked me a little bit. Hello, Ying'er.
Well, hello. You found me at last. I've been waiting for you.
Okay.
What? How did you know we were coming?
How did you know?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
We were told to come find you. Although I did walk by here and blatantly smell her too, so...
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet in the future if you don't want word to get around.
I have just been walking up to people saying you smell good, so I guess you have a point there.
Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind would you like?
Your voice is impressive. A bespoke triple silk flower variety. Whichever one you're wearing.
I'm not wearing any, darling.
Shit. Okay.
Could it be that you've been bewitched by my natural scent? If so, I'm afraid it's one of a kind.
We'll flay her alive and bring her skin to Zhongli and then use that. This is what happens when your brain is broken from just being sick all the time.
Whatever this is, you guys need to snap out of it right now. Hand her the silk flowers.
All right. God, Paimon, stop being a cockblock.
3 in one go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition? Is that it?
I'm 500 years old. It's for Rex Lapis.
Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain why you'd need 3 kinds. Sorry, your story just doesn't hold water.
Says you, lady.
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes, O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered in the spring, for come winter, even thy sturdiest wood shall wither.
Is that a sex thing?
That went over Paimon's head a little.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant, but you'd better make sure I'm the only person on your mind while you're hanging around with me.
Okay.
So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet Perfume.
Why you say it like that? How about the kitchen at Zhongli's place? Shangling. And I got Shangling and Zhongli mixed up. They're gonna make us go to Duopak Gorge, aren't
You
they?
mean Wanmin Restaurant? Good choice.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Sure. She's got like the classic anime mom look. When the parents aren't dead, like it's like the mother stereotype with like the braid over the shoulder. But she has like a kind of like a, it's her own take on it, but like very, she's like the Lisa of here. Personality wise, anyway.
I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now.
Good, great.
Are you ready to please me?
Whoa! I hope so.
What did you say?
Yeah, what?
I meant make me proud, as my assistant, obviously.
Yes, this is a children's game.
While I'm setting up, you can go and fetch some water.
Okay.
This water will do nicely.
I found it all by myself in a bucket that's been sitting out there for days.
Now, I need you to extract the silk flower essence using a crafting bench.
Okay.
Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully take hold of the mortar and pestle. Gently does it. You need to keep your wrist firm so your hand doesn't slip.
Oh, trust me. I won't.
Now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it.
Ooh, you're a natural, like a fish to water.
I'm not okay. I'm not. I'm just... What the fuck is going on?
Now take these and try it out on your own using a nearby crafting bench.
Okay.
Don't forget to do all three. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process, but I will put them into separate containers when the perfume is ready.
I'm doing a great job. Now I can... Oh, I just stepped... Oh, God. Oh, no, I'm drowning. Help. Help. Okay, we're fine.
Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. On to the next stage, the most important one of all.
Great.
The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until most of the water has boiled off.
Okay.
You must take care to control the heat during this process. If the temperature goes too high, it will affect the scent.
That would be unfortunate.
So please, focus on controlling the heat. This is the final step.
All right.
Don't waste a drop of that essence now. We want all of it in there.
Okay. With a little guidance, you help Ying'er make some perfume. Awesome.
All three perfumes are ready. And you, my friend, were a wonderful assistant.
I did my best with what I could do, and
A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays.
It's still just not like that.
Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent to the right occasion.
Paimon wants to hear this.
Do you, Paimon?
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger women will love it.
Okay.
The second one is for those with more refined tastes, the first choice for daughters of high society.
All right.
Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. Mature women adore this one.
It's all very poetic.
All clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the mood.
I think I got it.
Good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need help with anything, okay?
Okay.
I'll leave you with some parting words.
Oh, great.
One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be careful not to go overboard. Come and hang out with me at Scent of Spring sometime, okay?
So that was a lot. I didn't think it was going to be quite like that. But there we go. I met Ying'er. Now that I think about it, I think some people were like, wait till you meet this character in Liyue in my comment section. And I completely forgot about it until she started talking. And now I'm like, oh, I see why. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so she's a character. But anyway, we got the perfume, so that's nice. She was very helpful. Nice lady. Anyway. Zhongli, hi, buddy.
We've brought the perfumes, Mr. Zhongli. Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Oh, you're back. Don't worry, I haven't waited long.
Zoned out, are we? Thinking about stuff, Zhongli?
Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfumes?
3 sets, and not one less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
Okay. Offer Golden House Maiden.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Ying'er said that it's sweet as a dream, and it's liked by younger ladies.
Offer Valley Weaver.
This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the daughters of high society love it.
Offer Fate's Yearning.
The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that?
Looks like Rex Lapis really likes this one.
That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
No.
Perhaps.
Or maybe.
Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms.
Okay.
Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon form, and... Let's hope the Qixing can catch the real killer.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
What ulterior motives do Child and the Qixing have?
So, we finished another step in our preparations. What's next?
Next, I would like the two of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Okay.
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell. She lives near Yujing Terrace. If you ask her, she will know what to do.
All right.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
Ah, I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person. Please, do this for me.
Okay.
Man, why has he gotta be so secretive this time?
Madam Ping!
All things must change.
How do you do?
Youngster, are you here to admire the flowers?
Zhongli sent me.
But it's a shame. These glazed lilies have almost all wilted.
Zhongli sent me.
What happened to them?
Paimon.
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read human hearts.
Oh.
If they heard beautiful sounds like laughter and singing, they would also bloom joyfully.
That'd actually be pretty cool.
But if they heard too much wild gossip or slander, they would quickly wither away.
Oh.
So that means these flowers feel what's happening in Liyue?
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's death are no small matter. They are everywhere. Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Chising made it all up. And still others think that which lies in the deep is breaking free. This harbor is like a mountain of dry tinder. One spark, and the fire will consume us all. Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Did you have something to say, youngster?
Zhongli sent me. We'd like to borrow the cleansing bell.
Ah, that old trinket. I remember it being here with me, but I've grown old. I can't quite recall where it is exactly.
Okay.
An old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. Back when I was young.
Oh?
He saw me gazing at it often and gave it to me.
Okay.
But he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, I should not be loath to part with it.
So where do you think you... Can we retrace your steps?
It has been many years, and who knows how many times someone has come to borrow this bell. Still, though, I can't recall when it started. It's been a long time since anyone has come to borrow it.
Okay.
Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
I'm a Knights of Avonia certified lost property finder.
What a weird thing to be proud of.
Paimon, who asked?
All right, children, there is no need to worry. I didn't place the bell very far away.
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but this is Eugene Terrace. It's gotta be expensive.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city.
Oh, okay.
See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
How does that work?
Oh, is this how we get the teapot thing? I still don't have a teapot. Contains your house keys? The bell is all your own? In you go, Paimon.
What? There's no way Paimon would fit in there.
Well, I guess you can't come into mine when I get one.
And why do you need Paimon to go in anyway? Can't you just lift the lid and look inside?
No.
Oh,
Get paid enough.
youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot, and you are quite welcome to borrow it. If you can find it.
So I imagine I'm gonna get warped right now or something. Otherwise I'd be like, how can you not find a bell inside of a teapot? But yeah. There we go. Whee! Hello, yes, it's me again. Of course it is. It always is. I'm always here to remind you that if you're enjoying this, that you can get more of this kind of thing by becoming a member of my YouTube or my Patreon. That's right. They both have the same benefits, and you get stuff for signing up and doing the thing. By helping me, I help you with giving you the entertainment you so much crave for. We have uncut, unedited playthrough stuff of Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact, and sometimes other random things that I feel like putting together. But anyway, if you're enjoying this, then think about it. Just think about it. And if not, just make sure you subscribe and like the video and all that stuff, because it helps the algorithm. And we just do the thing. And a question before I go for the real ones in the comment section. Who is your favorite character from Liyue? I think you know mine. Wow, look at this place. What?
Huh? Where are we?
So the spider.
What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, Go fetch that bell.
All right.
Oh, that sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot?
Ow!
What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while.
Ow, stop it.
Sorry to trouble you children.
Oh, it is taking
Please
damage.
help an old lady clean up.
Okay. Oh, you got slimes everywhere. This is a whole sort of mess.
Brace you!
Here we go.
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus?
You know, it's very similar. She could be. Oh! No! I got stuck.
More and more convic-
Damn it. I almost killed myself again. Ah, ridiculous. Okay. Oh, and this is it. It's the bell.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet.
Oh, so quick.
Oh, now, let me see. All right, that'll do. Come on out now, children.
Okay.
Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick.
Are you an adeptus, ma'am?
An adeptus? Oh, I haven't heard anyone say those words in earnest for a long time. As to whether I am one or not, child, surely you already understand.
Yup.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean, but is also kinda confused. Are you really giving us the bell just like that, Granny? Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis and then we come running up asking for it?
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. In that time, it has seen the departure of countless adepti. But no matter what, we have always performed the rite of parting first before any other matters. To cry, "Catch the murderer," at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of parting. That, to me, is what is wrong-headed. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine has finally decided to take matters into their own hands. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell?
What if your friend doesn't return it? I mean, he would.
Oh? Well, if it came to that, they would find a certain old lady knocking at their door.
There you go.
We haven't met in a while anyway. It would be nice to share a drink and chat. Well, you must have things to do. Since you have the bell, you should return. Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
Nice.
We will. Thanks, Granny.
He's very nice. Hey, Zhongli. We got the bell. You owe that lady a cup of tea.
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. It's in good condition.
Good.
Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside.
Okay. Are you also an adept? I'm not going to ask that. I'm going to ask, do you know Madame Ping?
Of course. How would I know that the bell was with her otherwise?
That's true. That was a dumb question.
Suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old granny asked us to you something.
Mm-hmm.
If you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
Paimon remembers stuff like that verbatim, but not like a lot of other things. It's impressive.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very good. There are none better for brewing tea.
Zhongli, I just have to say, your eyes are wild, and I love it.
When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Kites!
Ooh, Paimon loves kites. Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. But they also play various symbolic roles in Liyue's rituals. I will explain it to you. But our next course of action should probably be to purchase the kites first.
Oh, sure. Curiouser.
He's not gonna have the money for the kites. Oh, it's another granny.
Ah, sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for have been made to order. Would you like to take them now?
Oh, you already asked for them, okay.
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays. In the early days, we used to get orders from people of all walks of life.
Well, this is Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, so he's probably well-versed in all these walks of life. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him.
Tea, perfumes, flora, and fauna.
He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well, but he likes talking about less useful topics instead.
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Yeah.
Children's toys are very fun things, that's for sure. I enjoy watching the children at play as much as anyone else, but there is more to it than that. Finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself has been honed over thousands of years, and there is meaning behind that.
Of course.
I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am intimately familiar with the forms passed down from my ancestors. The meaning of these 7 kites is far from banal.
Indeed. These are decorations used in the rite of parting. The 7 kites represent the 7.
Gotcha.
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when doing the insignia of the Animo Archon.
Oh. Okay.
As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow the contract given right down to the last letter. These patterns are ancient, and you can also find them in the Golden House.
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before.
Paimon, stop talking.
Huh?
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear to the Electro Archon. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom and the passage of time. All this on a single kite. Truly astonishing. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame. As does that which the Cryo Archon once... Yes. These details are masterfully done.
Ooh, I felt that. That's really cool how they have that. Okay. All right.
The compliments of a learned man truly are pleasant.
Well then, Granny Shen, I shall take these back with me. As for the payment...
As for the payment, he says.
Well, allow me.
Child.
Hey, it's Child!
Did you arrange to meet here?
No, I was merely passing through.
Uh-huh.
I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet. He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something that could ever happen to him. Or perhaps you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kites without incident, there's no need to take a break before moving to the next step in our preparations.
I think he did it anyway.
The rite of parting requires helping hands as well as materials. We should be able to find some people near the harbor.
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know what I mean.
Thank you, child.
Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
Yep. Child. Okay, child. Thank you for the money. Hey, who wants you? Hey, you guy. You wanna help me out? Toe.
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take adventuring commissions, but I don't do anything clerical.
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a few crystal flies seems adventurous enough.
Brave adventurer, we have need of 5 crystal flies.
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer. Nah, never mind. I'll only charge you 15,000 mora. What say you?
A most fair price.
Yeah, it's a fair price. Whatever.
A pleasure doing business with you.
What was that look on your face? I said it was fair. You, like, scowled. Or did I just imagine that? What's going on?
A full day of odd jobs at Yujing Terrace. No problem. 25,000 per day. A fair trade, yes?
I don't know what the odd jobs are.
Whoa, that's expensive. Could you give us a bit of a discount on account of the whole Hero of Mondstadt thing?
Hero of Mondstadt? Never heard of them.
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless. Thus, I will simply pay the whole sum.
Zhongli, you don't have any money. Let's talk prices. Oh, so we can negotiate. Okay. I'm gonna go. I don't know how back. Oh, his mood. 17,000.
This price will do. No loss to me for a day's work.
All right. Hey, Tic. Oh, it's Tic Tac Toe. I see what they did there.
I, Tic, always put in 100% effort into everything I do.
That's good.
Of course, there'll be a premium if you want me to give 110%.
I just want 100%.
So what's the job?
The other 10% should just
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden implements over at Yujing Terrace. They aren't uncommon objects, so I didn't make any special preparations for them.
The extra 10% just should be because of the Rex Lapis thing. You should just want to do it. Come on. Fetch me 50 tree branches and 20 stacks of timber.
No problem. That'll be 20,000 mora for a single trip. How does that sound?
You're gonna... No. No, Zhongli! We brought too little money.
This is all you got? Then no can do.
Please go look for someone named Child.
Child? No. He's putting up the money? Oh, still no. Wouldn't that mean I have to make 2 trips rather than 1? How about this? Let's make a trade. I'll take what you're offering right now, and get me a single Chinkson flower, and I'll consider that payment for a detour to find this Child fellow. How does that sound?
You think I'm gonna give you a single ginseng flower when I need it for future Ganyu? Are you out of your mind, Tic? I hate this deal.
Have you brought the goods? Hey, that's pretty good. These things are pretty rare.
Yeah, no
and
kidding.
I have no idea where I'd find them.
Yeah.
With this Chinxin flower, I should be able to pacify my daughter tonight.
The hell?
I'll make sure the work is done before I return home.
Child, I'm sorry I used all the money you gave me because I didn't negotiate well enough. I didn't think it was going to let me. I thought Zhongli was just going to buy everything and I was just kind of going with the flow. I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm going to take this book. But you're secretly evil, so, I mean, whatever.
All finished then?
Kind of.
Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep. A favor for the Fatui should never go unrewarded.
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way! Paimon demands to know when the next payment is coming.
Wait, what, Paimon?
Well, how does this sound? You give me the information I need, and maybe I'll leave the Northland Bank's vaults open and unattended for half an hour.
That sounds sketchy.
What info do you need?
No.
Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after?
Are you forgetting what happened in Mondstadt?
Yikes! You're right! Signora!
Mm-hmm.
You both need to calm down. I don't know what's gotten into you. Just what is this about? The atmosphere got so tense all of a sudden.
Honestly, it should have been more tense from the start, but considering events that have happened, I know there's the argument that not all Fatui are bad, which I agree with, because that's just how it is. Not everyone in something is going to be an evil person. And I know Child is like a character that helps us out. But at this point in time in the story, it's kind of sketch. How can we get our ass kicked by Senora and then you meet Child and you're just like, "Oh, he's an exception." I'm going to assume that most Fatui are up to no good, especially after the shenanigans that happened in Mondstadt. So, Zhongli is joining
Next,
us.
we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Bubu Pharmacy, the finest pharmacy in all of... Is everything okay?
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not return the surplus Mora. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going.
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
No, he wasn't. He doesn't like not being trusted, as most people. Yeah, but, you know, fair, he has been helping us out and such. He has. Not because he wants to.
So many medicines, but no cure.
Huh. The reception is deserted. And it seems kinda spooky in here. Hello? Is anybody there?
Welcome to Bubu Pharmacy.
Is this Chi-Chi?
Huh? Did you hear that? Where did it come from?
The reception, it seems.
How about you go check it out, and Paimon will bring up the rear.
It is.
Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the counter.
Paimon, if we're going to talk about height,
Joke's on you. Paimon floats, so height is no restriction.
This is true.
Anyway, there's something weird about this one over here. What's the talisman doing on her forehead?
She's one of those zombie things.
It can't be. She's a zombie.
Welcome to Bubu Pharmacy. I am Chi-Chi.
Hello, Chi-Chi.
Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the Adepti. Now, Chi-Chi is a zombie.
Okay. Such nonchalant delivery for a bombshell revelation.
Something like this would be unimaginable in Mondstadt.
Would it?
Hello, little girl. Do you sell everlasting incense here?
So, Zhongli, first time meeting Chi-Chi?
Excuse me, sir. Did you bring your prescription?
Surely no prescription is needed to purchase everlasting incense. It's not a controlled substance.
Chi-Chi can get your medicine, but only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription. These are Chi-Chi's orders from Chi-Chi.
Because she's that kind of the talisman and the zombie thing, and the master has to give orders, and then she follows those orders, but it was made so she gives herself the orders so she can do tasks. It's interesting, actually. It's kind of cool. But I'm gonna go orders?
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, the zombie issues her own orders to herself. My dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid. But we do hope that you can still help us find some everlasting incense.
Okay then.
How did you manage that?
But Chi-Chi helps you. You help Chi-Chi. Only fair.
Okay.
Since when do customers need to do favors for customer service staff?
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way everybody wins. Sometimes in Liyue, the art of the deal is simply about victory via mental gymnastics.
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a Cocogoat. Please and thank you.
Cocogoat? This, so far, has been a roller coaster of a quest between these fetch quests and all these characters coming up, and now they bring up the Cocogoat. I don't know how much longer my heart can take it. Hunt the what with the witch at where?
Guizhong Ballista. I have heard of this device before. It's a kind of crossbow turret, installed on Mount Qinheng by an adeptus in the distant past. An early mechanical device.
Cloud retainer, maybe? Because she invents stuff?
Located in Qinheng Pass, it was designed to automatically fire at large monsters, protecting Liyue from external threats.
Mr. Zhongli really knows Liyue inside out.
He would.
Apparently not quite. This is the first I have ever heard of the Cocogoat.
Isn't that a nickname for Ganyu? Am I about to lose my mind?
The Cocogoat is a legendary animal, an adeptabeast.
Did you want to add anything else, or...?
No, just that the Cocogoat is a legendary animal, an adeptabeast. What it looks like, don't know. Where to find it, don't know either. Where it came from, also don't know.
This isn't much to go on.
Very well then. Let's start by investigating near the Guizhong Ballista. Perhaps we will find some clues.
What the heck is a Cocogoat?
I'm about to lose my mind up in here. Chi-Chi? Nice meeting you. I gotta go. I gotta go find a ballista and potentially Cocogoat. Maybe a Cocogoat is just an adeptabeast, some kind of beast thing in this game, but I'm pretty sure Ganyu has the name Cocogoat, so... Oh yeah, I've done some exploring before and I saw this here, I think. And was just like, huh. Okay. There we go.
It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it took an adeptus to build this. But how do you operate this thing? Just think how much strength you would need.
It is currently inoperable in any case. This device is broken.
Aw, what? It broke?
It looks broken.
After millennia of wear and tear, even Adepti contraptions are difficult to maintain.
So what are we gonna do? Quick, Mr. Zhongli, use your unlimited high society knowledge powers!
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite whose only utility lies in providing quaint pieces of trivia on demand. That said, let me think for a moment. Ah, yes. Spare parts were made for the Guizhong Ballista when it was first built, in case it was damaged in battle. As I recall, there is a military supply post from that period somewhere inside the pass. If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may be able to repair the Guizhong Ballista. One just needs to understand the basic working principles of the device.
So, what you're saying is that you actually understand the working principles?
I have a smattering of knowledge on the topic. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it.
Let's retrieve some parts. Let's get those parts.
Where is that supply post? Here, post...
In here? There we go. Oh, do I actually need the thing? Oh. Oh, wait, no. I didn't need it. Okay, cool. I thought I was going to need Geo powers. Oh, those materials, got it. I want the chests too.
A reward on the road.
Ah,
okay.
These parts look useful. One moment. I will try to repair the device.
Zhongli, you the man.
It is done. The Guizhong Ballista is more intricately designed than I thought.
I want to use it.
Ooh! Now how do we turn it on?
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look.
Ah!
It even has a scope.
That's cool.
Over here we have... nothing. And over there... more nothing.
Oh!
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing?
Repairing a ballista?
So you fixed up this turret because you're planning to do what, exactly?
To have it work?
Not a turret. A Guizhong Ballista. Also, kindly state your name before you ask a question. It's just good manners.
Ha! Are you blind or something? You're looking at the leader of the treasure hoarders, old man. This area's supposed to be chock full of hidden treasures, but you can't get anywhere near them with this thing keeping watch. It might look like any other mechanical device, but trust me, it's got a mind of its own.
Zhongli doesn't even look like an old man.
Last time we approached the mountain, it nearly skewered one of our guys.
Good.
A few of us risked our lives to disarm it, which amazingly we managed. And then we turn our backs for 2 seconds, and you've already gone and repaired it?
Yes.
The next thing you'll be repairing is your faces, and that's if you get out of this alive.
You're way too angry.
Tut tut. Vandalizing the legacy of an Adeptus for selfish gain. Disgraceful behavior.
So it's interesting that it doesn't just... It didn't get worn down from the test of time. It was literally these dudes.
It is not we who need reprimanding, but you.
Yeah, you tell them. Alright. Oh, I have not healed.
Disappear.
Whoa! Nope, didn't want to do that. God damn. Hold on, stop it. Stop it. I want to go up here. Let's fight up here. Let's fight up here. Is that it? Nope, there's one left. Where are you at? There you are.
Catch the wind.
Twin blade.
These
Good.
lowlifes didn't know who they were messing with.
Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not worth the time. We should focus on our contract with Chi-Chi.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that! So we've got the Guizhong Ballista working, but where's our Cocogoat?
Where's the Cocogoat?
A search using the Guizhong Ballista revealed no significant life forms nearby, save for the usual wildlife. What's more, a contraption built using Adeptus technology should have no trouble detecting an Adeptabeast, as Chi-Chi put it.
Which means... Paimon wouldn't go that far. We did something positive, right?
So that is interesting where... I mean, I've known this for a while now, but I'm just going to actually say it so others know. Sometimes the dialogue options for the Traveler are split apart. When I mean, like, they appear as multiple options, but it's really just one answer, and they just broke it up. And in my opinion, that's very dumb and serves no point, because you might as well just have more voice acting and a more linear experience instead of the illusion of choice. Because as you can tell, I just answered ... and Paimon answered as if it was the second option. And that's just because that ... is technically a part of that second option right there. There was only one answer, you know. So yeah, do I like that? No, in fact, I kind of hate it, but I do kind of ignore it to the best of my ability because I do at least like the illusion of choice. So there's that. But yeah, and I agree. It's not a waste of time, which is why I didn't want to say that, but technically Ether said it regardless. So, yeah, it is something positive.
We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brains. Let's return to Bubu Pharmacy, explain that we could not find a Cocogoat, and review our next step.
Good idea. We did our best, and that's what counts.
No Cocogoat. Well, I'm depressed. I didn't get a Cocogoat. Hello, Chi-Chi.
Forgive us. We were unable to fulfill our end of the contract. We found no trace of the Cocogoat Adeptabeast of which you speak.
What a disappointment.
You're telling me.
Don't worry about it. But I feel very disappointed.
Oh, poor Chi-Chi. Why does Paimon feel so guilty all of a sudden?
What do you need this Cocogoat for?
Cocogoat milk is tasty. So tasty. Much better than normal goat milk. Only an Adeptabeast could make such tasty milk.
This concerns me a little bit.
I'm sorry. I have a poor memory. I cannot remember the name of the milk. That's why I wrote it down. Where did I put it? Ah, here. This is the name. Coconut milk.
Oh, that's very different. That's very different.
I owe you both an apology. I hastily agreed to what appeared to be an equitable agreement with this zombie child, when perhaps I should have undertaken further due diligence.
Never mind, Zhongli. You didn't know. As the Liyue proverb goes, all things are random and... So how are you supposed to predict anything? Literally no one could have seen this coming.
Excuse me, everyone. Did Chi-Chi say a bad thing?
No, you're just sus. It's okay.
Oh, sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job of shattering this poor kiddo's world to you.
It's time to tell you where coconut milk comes from.
No. Impossible.
I'm sorry.
Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty hard.
She just needs time to work through it. Oh!
Someone learnt a valuable life lesson today, then. Thank you all for looking after my little Chi-Chi.
Baiju! And Sus Snake.
Might I ask who?
Ah, how rude of me. I'm Baiju, boss of the Bubu Pharmacy.
Okay, so now I see. You see this guy and you're like, how are you not a playable character? Wow. That's cool. I mean, I knew about the Bubu Pharmacy. I knew about Chi-Chi working for Baiju. I know that the whole Anthony and Anna thing was related to Baiju and all that stuff. I didn't think I was going to meet Baiju right now. I didn't think I was going to meet Baiju until, like, Sumeru. But that's cool that we're seeing him here.
Paimon thought Chi-Chi was the boss. Turns out it's some wacko who wears medicinal ingredients around his neck.
First of all, that's a snake, and, like, what the hell, Paimon? Why are you so rude upon first encounters? All the time. It's, like, not cool.
What a sorry state of affairs. This little mascot is even more of a simpleton than Chi-Chi.
Burn.
Ah! The snake is speaking!
Nothing in Liyue surprises me anymore.
I prefer to stay silent, but faced with strangers, I must speak, lest you mistake me for an escapee from the medicine cabinet, for I am a living, breathing serpent!
There we go.
Don't mind Chung-Shung. She's a good girl, really.
Chung-Shung, okay.
As for you three, communal chaos causing with Chi-Chi aside, what business brings you here?
That was some of the first lip sync that actually, like, finished by the end of the sentence.
Do you sell everlasting incense in this fine establishment?
Everlasting incense? Why, of course we do.
Whew, at last! Things are finally starting to come together.
3 million mora. Top quality. Guaranteed.
You might as well just rob the Golden House.
Ah, too bad the Chising have taken it over for now. Security will be tighter than usual.
We're not actually going to...
3 million. An innocuous number in and of itself, though practically speaking, it could be a hard sum to come by.
It's a crazy number. We'd never be able to make that much mora. And as for Mr. Zhongli, he's around 3 million short.
This is correct.
No shame.
What are we gonna do? Is this the part where we go crawling back to child?
20 minutes later. Oh, do we actually? I would hate that. Yeah, laugh it up, Ed Sheeran.
Cocogoat! Cocogoat! My sides hurt. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe you fell for that.
Well, listen, man, it's not my fault. I've been influenced by the comment section that Cocogoat meant something.
Hey, less laughter, more sympathy.
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the best laugh I've had in a long time.
You're welcome.
In return, I'm more than happy to sort out this mess you've managed to get yourselves into.
Cool, even though we kind of had a little beef.
Excuse me, sir. Dr. Baiju, isn't it? Truly honored. I'm Child, one of the Fatui Harbingers. Forgive my audacity, but I see a great many opportunities for us to collaborate in the future. If Bubu Pharmacy needed a stable supply of, say, coconut milk, the Fatui could help by setting up a robust and speedy distribution network.
Strange. I knew the Fatui infiltrated businesses with seductive deals, but so much fuss over coconut milk?
It's Chi-Chi, man.
Coconut milk. Baiju, quick. Chi-Chi wants coconut milk.
Ah, yes, of course, Chi-Chi. Anything you want. Thank you, child. I look forward to a successful collaboration in the future.
Oh.
I can give you a discount on that everlasting incense, too. Let's say 2,990,000 mora.
That's still a lot. That's... Guy's about to hook you up with like a lifetime supply of coconut milk and you're still like, I'll drop 10,000.
That's like 0 difference from 3 million.
2,990,000. Also an innocuous number in and of itself, though practically speaking, it is a whole 10,000 less than the original sum of 3 million.
Yes, math.
Well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace.
Was it settled?
Dr. Baiju, Little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
Okay. So many interesting characters in one room at a time. Okay, child, what's up?
Ah, that lot is an absolute riot. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I laughed so hard. So, you've been eavesdropping, I hope. What have I missed?
Yes, Master Child. They spoke of the Qixing taking the Golden House.
Well, well, well. Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. What else would they be hiding in the Golden House, if not the Exuvia?
If I remember correctly, the Exuvia is like the body of Rex Lapis, the dragon, right? Is that what that is? It's like the vessel? I think that's what they refer to it as. I could be wrong.
I apologize, but I warned you, didn't I? As the old Liyue saying goes, the walls have ears.
See? God. Knew it. This is why. This is why I have trust issues. It's because of shit like this, child. But seriously, Child, I mean, I've been calling it like the entire time that Child's pretty much up to no good. And this scene does not do him any favors at all. I mean, yeah, the characters have their own agendas. They got their own things. They gotta do what they gotta do. I actually appreciate this moment. I like it when the camera leaves the perspective of the Traveler and Paimon and we see a little bit of something else. The last time I can remember that they did this, and maybe there were other times too, but the last one I remember is that we left Kaya at the temple, and then Diluc showed up and started beating the hell out of the mage, or whatever the enemy was at the time. And there was that little interaction which the Traveler and Paimon did not get to see. So I appreciate this, that it's happening. However, like I said before, it does not help my trust issues. Not one bit. Alright, Zhongli.
Well, as it stands, we've hired helpers, and we've acquired the everlasting incense. The completion of our preparations is not far off.
Whew, finally!
Well, Traveler, have you gained anything from our adventure so far?
It's been odd.
Odd?
I'm not sure if we've been living the high life or experiencing the struggles of the poor.
Which is it, I wonder? The questions that such travels raise are ever so complicated. Well, I'll leave you to ruminate over it yourself. As to remuneration for your help, I've decided to treat you to a meal.
Zhongli treating?
Oh, yes, don't worry. I will remember to bring the Mora this time.
Oh, that's lovely.
Tonight, I shall take you both to an old hole-in-the-wall, praised throughout Liyue.
I love the idea of that.
Hole in the wall? As in a cool restaurant?
Indeed. Let us meet near the harbor, at third round knockout.
Third round knockout. It's a lot of fetch quests, and kinda not a huge fan of that. I know that a lot of people say that the gameplay itself and the quests don't really start improving until after Liyue, maybe even after Inazuma. So I'm expecting more and more fetch quests. As for the story itself, it is interesting seeing all these characters come into play yet. I still think it's a little early in the story. Not a fan with how the story started, with us being assumed that we're automatically in trouble just because we're new in town and we were a witness to what happened. I think that was a very poor start to the Liyue arc. But I am enjoying experiencing Liyue by walking around the place, meeting all these different characters, watching them interact. Child is super interesting, even though he's a snake. And you can hate me all you want for saying that, but as of right now in the story, dude's a snake. Yeah, there's that. It's I like it though. It's interesting. It's pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes and how it continues, and the other characters they're going to introduce, because I imagine we're going to see more of Ningguang and Kuching and Ganyu. Oh, like I'm super excited to meet all these people. So anyway, let's go have a meal with Zhongli.
Ah, you're here.
I am.
There's no need to order. I've already done so.
Thank you.
Third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. Here, the owner does not take such unorthodox orders as fruit juice.
I don't know if you're like poking fun at like the cat's tail because you have what's her name? Dory? Or is it Dora? I don't know. Little cat girl that hates alcohol. So does this mean I could order wine this time?
I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you, if that counts.
Guess I should have expected this.
If it is to your liking, dear customers, I shall continue the tale of Lady Ningguang's Jade Chamber.
Yeah, sure. I'd like to know about the Jade Chamber. That's the thing that's like floating in the sky, right? Maybe?
Hey, there's even a storyteller here. Great atmosphere.
You would definitely want to go to a place like this. Because normally, if I'm sitting down to eat, I don't know if I'd want someone telling me, like standing by my table telling me a story. But if you went to a place where there was like a live show or storytelling, like that'd be cool. But I wonder if this is actually a thing in like Chinese culture. That'd be interesting. I mean, a lot of people sit down to eat and watch TV or watch something on their computer, stream something, you know, all the time. So this isn't that much different from that if you think about it. It's just more traditional feeling.
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason why this place is so well loved. But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one the Tevat travel guide uses to judge other establishments.
As you all know, high above the land of Liyue lies a pavilion in the clouds, a palace in the mist. What does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, Lady Ningguang's masterwork that bridges earth and sky. Imagine, the weather is clear, and you gaze down from the deck on the world below. Behold, the glorious sights of Liyue Harbor, stretching out far and wide.
I have been waiting for this for so long, and I know it's my own fault with the pace I take this game, but oh my goodness, finally Ganyu on screen. I'm not lying about any of my excitement here. My exciting taps. I just don't know how to express myself. It's just great when it's weird. It's weird having a favorite character before really seeing them in action or really play a part or do anything. But just from the stuff that I have seen her in, I don't know. I just adore this character. And maybe that's weird, but it's just how it is. She's super cool. And I'm so happy that we get moments of her actually interacting with us, even in the near future, which I'm excited about as well. Now, if only she'd appear on a character banner. Wouldn't that be nice?
They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her Jade Chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information. Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyuan, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it.
Beautiful character art right here.
These are but scraps of paper, and yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Such is their value.
That was very cool. And like the three assistants, so would that be Ganyu, Qiqing, and Yanfei? Maybe? Or are these three assistants not related to actual playable characters?
Merely grasping one or two of them will surely gift you a fragment of her wisdom, enough to stay a step or two ahead of your peers.
Tianquan Ningguang. Feels like we're hearing this name a lot. Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatui hate her. She's most likely the one who hid the Exuvia, and we saw her at the Rite of Dissension.
And I guess I see what people mean where they're like, this character... I see some people say that this character should be a 5-star. I guess just based on how important they are. Maybe. She also has a very nice character design as well. So it's interesting. I have played her before, I think, in a trial. And maybe even way back, I think I actually had her character when I originally started the game 3 years ago or so. And wasn't a huge fan of her playstyle, though. So maybe story-wise, lore-wise, maybe she is a 5-star. Gameplay-wise, in my opinion, not really. But maybe I was just using her wrong. I don't know. Do you use this character at all? Ningguang, do you have her in your party? Have you ever used her? I don't really hear anyone talk about her.
Paimon wonders what sort of person she is.
A very powerful person.
At last I have found you. You who returned from Jueyun Karst.
Who's there?
Wait, I am not with the Millilith, nor am I here to claim your bounty. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Qixing. My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yue High Pavilion, and I have come specifically to meet you.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
I'm so happy right now. It's her! I'm actually getting to meet her in game. It's been so long. Okay. Emissary?
Well, in concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary for the Qixing. At the moment, I am serving as Lady Ningguang's special emissary.
I love her so much already. I don't know.
Ningguang sent you? We were literally just talking about her.
You say one negative thing about Ganyu, I'm burying you somewhere deep in Liyue. I'm gonna find that chasm and I'm gonna put you in it, and you're gonna stay there, Paimon.
My apologies, you who have returned from Jueyun Karst. I am duty-bound and cannot extend my courtesy to you in full. But I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She extends a formal invitation to you in her capacity as Tianquan.
Okay.
She invites you to her palace in the sky.
That's lovely.
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said this. Invite him to come here.
Okay.
I wish to meet him.
Okay.
At the Jade Chamber, together we shall snip every one of these entwining dark threads.
Great. Yes!
And with that, the emissary who called herself Ganyu just disappeared.
What do you? But he was right here the whole time.
But we've received an invitation from the Liyue Qixing. Paimon still can't believe it. We'll be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count. We should be on our best manners.
I always mind my manners.
An invitation to visit the Jade Chamber is a rare honor indeed. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting.
I won't.
Once you've finished at the Jade Chamber, meet me at Dihua Marsh.
Okay. Dog.
Don't worry, we won't forget. Dihua Marsh. We'll see you there.
Okay. All right, and there you have it. That is the completion of Chapter 1, Act 2, and we're making some progress. Very excited. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it. And there's a lot more to get to. I have a bunch of story quests. You know, we got Klee, we have Jean, we have Venti coming up, maybe some other shenanigans, and then some big moments in this chapter. Oh boy. I hope you're ready because I'm very excited to show you. So, anyway, that's it. That's this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know by subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below. You know, support me if you want, if you enjoy this, if you're able to. In the description, there are ways to support me by becoming a member on the channel or even signing up for the Patreon. Every little bit counts and it means a lot. And that's it. So until next time, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.